Greetings of the day, student. In the subject of sales and distribution management, today we are going to talk about estimating sales potential. In earlier lecture, we have seen the estimation of market potential. Now, today we will talk about sales potential. So, what is sales potential is the main question here. Sales potential is the estimated market share that company expect to capture in a market within a stipulated time period after entering into the market. So earlier we have seen that in market potential, company calculate what kind of scope a new product have in particular market, right? So sales potential is a part of that market potential. Now, sales potential are very important for a company in determining whether to enter a market or not, and that depending on the estimated profitability from the sales potential. Now, what we can understand by this statement is, if suppose there is a total market, this is the total market. So, in total market, there will be some part of market potential. So, this will be market potential. In market potential, there will be some part which is termed as sales potential. And out of sales potential, there will be some part which will be happening as actual sales. Okay, so what will be the difference of sales potential and market potential here? So market potential is the total sales or total potential sales of all the players in the industry. Okay, and that industry will be also, we will going to talk about market potential for particular defined geographical area here. Okay, and again the time period will be fixed. Now, when we talk about the sales potential is a figure indicating the maximum or the total sales from all the prospective buyers of the product. Market potential is a marketing exercise which estimates the maximum potential a product can have. It can generally a percentage of the total market potential. Okay. In a way, market potential can be said to be an estimated marketing size for a particular product. Now, when we talk about the sales potential, what will be the importance of it? So, sales potential generally means how much one product could be sold. It means total quantity of a particular brand that could be sold in a market instead of all the brands of a particular product category. It is actually a process by which a business or a company predict the future market demand. This includes all the direct cost so that it will be easy to estimate the profits. Before sales potential forecasting the sales, there are certain assumptions that we do that we consider in calculation of sales potential. So those will be like market share. Like market share will grow or shrink by certain percentage, or there is a need of increasing sales force, or there will be some location advantage which are there with your product, or there will be increase in products prices that can be also assumed, or we can assume the general scenario like there will be change in technology, or there will be more competition in nearby future, or there will be government regulations which will be involved in your product. So all those will be taken into consideration while you calculate the sales potential. Now, this sales potential can be short term or long term. Now, when we talk about the sales potential, there will be some advantage of it. So, the first thing about the sales potential will be sales potential helps in producing right quantity at the right time, which in return helps company to reduce the losses. The second main advantage of sales potential is it helps the management to determine the expected revenue out of the business. So if suppose you are expecting 20% revenue in return, that can be achieved with the help of sales potential. Now third advantage will be in determining the approximate quantity of raw material and labor force is required. So it will help to determine the approximate quantity of raw material and also the labor forces. Now it will gives a good driving start to the business in terms of decision making, and then it will also help in proper planning to achieve the required targets. Now there will be some disadvantage of sales potential also. The first thing first, which is very important, is consumer buying behavior cannot be predicted, and that implies to each and every sales estimation. Consumer buying behavior is also irregular, and there will be one more disadvantage of sales potential is there will be many alternatives available in the market for your product. Now, the next disadvantage will be sales potential forecast may sometimes give inaccurate results because of the technological disruption or the coming up of mega trends or any uncertainty. Taken an example of this pandemic time also. So, in sales potential, we generally the sales potential generally give the inaccurate results due to this factor. Now suppose if we want to discuss an example of sales potential, then take an example of any cold drink. So cold drink sales potential forecast will be the combination. If suppose we have to calculate the sales potential for a particular cold drink, then there will be various factors which we are going to taken into consideration. The first will be the historical data, and then we are going to think upon the social and economic parameters. Then seasonal variations we are going to taken into consideration. Then various occasions, festivals, and ceremonies they should be taken into consideration while you are going to forecast the sales potential. Now. Then in calculation of that sales potential, what we are going to do is we are going to have the weekly reviews and we will adjust our monthly forecast. And most of the time in cold drinks or products like cold drink, we do forecast this region wise, and then first we forecast this region wise, then we segregate this into cities, then towns, and then villages. Okay, so we analyze the regional and sub market demand first, and then we again demand and supply both the things, and we will take into consideration the various microeconomic conditions before forecasting. Now, after considering all those factors, we will come up to the decision where we have to think another two factors, which is maximum returns and minimum risk. Okay, so estimation of sales forecasting for any cold drink will to get a huge market share, or the will company will cater the demand of huge population or not, that all those factors will be taken into consideration. Now when we talk about the sales potential, there will be some questions in the mind of ours is, what will be the difference between market potential and sales potential? So, when we talk about the market and sales potential, in both we do consider the needs and demands of customer. As we already seen that market potential is the total quantity of all the brands of same product category, but in sales potential we do take only that part of quantity which are going to that could be sold in the market. So suppose taken an example, so there are two brands, brand X and brand Y. So customer are very much loyal to the brand X. Then the market potential estimation for brand Y would not be the sales potential estimation of brand X and vice versa. So there is no guarantee that sales estimate will be equal to the market estimate. Or the mostly sales potential estimates are calculated from the market potential only. But so in order to calculate the sales potential estimate, we need to know the market potential estimation also. So they are interdependable. There is one difference between the market and the sales potential. And that's it for today's lecture. In next lecture, we are going to talk about the sales control. That's it. Till then, stay tuned and please subscribe to the channel of GS College of Commerce e-learning Vartha. Thank you.